What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, today I'm just going to go over something real quick and easy with you guys. Anybody's got these Glaciers and these old Revelle model fenders, if you're going to try to fit these things and kind of work them in around the shape of these little Glacier beds, there's a few little tips and tricks you can do to make your lives a little bit easier when you go to shape them in. And what I always like to do is tape them on first in the exact position, vertically that they're going to go. Make sure you're happy with that, because that's going to help you huge when you go to mark this thing for cutting. This side I've already kind of started and got it worked in. Kind of started, I got to go back and do a little fine trimming, but it's really close, so I'm just going to leave that where it is for now. And I've got my other side started, which you can kind of see I have not taken anything off this yet, but you can kind of see where I was going with the madness, trying to mark where my little curve starts, all the shapes. But the easiest way to kind of transfer that shape of that bed to your fender, I found this pencil actually is about the right thickness to take off almost the right amount to get you started, but just make sure you lay that pencil perfectly flat as much as possible on that bedside and just let that pencil mark just barely mark that thing as you're going. Flip it around, do the same thing. This side's a lot easier because you have more bed to lay it on. But as long as you keep that pencil flat and just keeping it working over that edge, it'll get you a basic starting point. And I like to come in and actually do it by hand and just fill in all the weirdness and make it a nice smooth edge, tape it back on, make sure I'm kind of happy, make sure my gaps all look pretty consistent before I even start cutting. That way if there's any weirdness, variations, something moved, I can always adjust it with my pencil before I start shaving. And I won't take that line off. I will shave up to, close to that line, and then I'll start putting it on, checking it back and forth, take a little here, a little there, but just slowly start working it in. But that's the best way to end up with a good result, to try to scribe something in. Basically, once you got the first side done, you can almost lay the two up against each other and check it and see if you got things pretty close or if you got to adjust one up or down a little bit. But you'll figure out some tips and tricks. But that's always the best place I find to start, is just use something flat to kind of get that pencil edge and that basic shape transferred over. And then from there, you can kind of start shaving and whittling.